Father Corby earned his place in history on the afternoon of July 2nd, 1863, as the Irish Brigade were preparing to engage the enemy, and Father Corby proposed to give general absolution to the men because the men had absolutely no chance to practice their religious duties during the past 2 or 3 weeks being constantly on the march. Major St. Clair Mulholland of the 116th Pennsylvania in the Irish Brigade said, "There are yet a few minutes to spare before starting, and the time is occupied by one of the most impressive religious ceremonies I have ever witnessed. The chaplain of the Irish Brigade, whose members were mostly Catholic, proposed to give a general absolution to all the men before going to fight. Father Corby stood on a large rock in the front of the brigade. Addressing the men, he explained what he was about to do, saying that each one could receive the benefit of the absolution by making a sincere act of contrition and firmly resolving to embrace the first opportunity of confessing his sins, urging them to do their duty, and reminding them of the high and sacred nature of their trust as soldiers and the noble object for which they fought. As he closed his address, every man, Catholic and non-Catholic, fell on his knees with his head bowed down. Then, stretching his right hand toward the brigade, Father Corby pronounced the words of the absolution. All of this took place within view of the Peach Orchard and Little Round Top, with cannon and musket fire all around them. Father Corby did what he could to prepare the men under his care for battle that day and for what would face them in the next world. There exists now a statue of Father Corby perched upon a rock within 300 yards of where he gave this absolution at Gettysburg National Military Park. I do not think there was a man in the brigade who did not offer up a heartfelt prayer. For some, it was their last. They knelt there in their grave clothes. In less than half an hour, many of them were numbered with the dead of July 2nd. A quote from Father Corby's book. This is Father William Corby. He was a chaplain for the Irish Brigade here at Gettysburg. On day 2 and day 3 of the battle, he stood on a rock and gave absolution to all the Catholic soldiers that were about to go into war with this statement: "The Catholic Church refuses Christian burial to any soldier who turns his back on the enemy or deserts his flag." Later, he will become the president of Notre Dame University.